Good morning and welcome to the Pete Braley Show. This is show number 102. I'm Pete Braley along with my son, the co-host, the executive producer, show creator, rocking a new Patriots jersey. My son, Matt.
That's me.
Hey. All right, so who's he? Can you see the number? 54?
54.
Who's he rocking today? And who am I rocking?
I'm going to go with, I don't even know who number 13 is nowadays.
I don't think anyone does.
I don't know. It's probably retired, right?
Might be.
Or if not yet, it will be soon.
Jake Scott used to wear it in 1972. How I know these things.
I have no idea who that is. Yeah.
Dan Marino, of course. And you're rocking
Teddy Bruschi.
Teddy Bruschi.
Yeah.
I forgot it was...
The 90s throwback.
Yeah, I figured it was a different shade of blue.
Yep. That is more of a royal blue. Plus, there are stripes. I forgot that from...
I can see
I've only seen pictures. I wasn't really alive when this jersey was a thing, but maybe the tail end of it. But yeah,
I don't know if you can, but I can see the stripes. Yeah.
Love it. New Jersey.
Yeah. We have a great show planned for you today. Our goal is to simply start your day on a positive note. So if you enjoy what we do here, please be sure to hit the like button and also subscribe so that you don't miss any future shows. We're live weekday mornings at 8 on YouTube, and you can also find us on your favorite podcast apps. If you are traveling for Thanksgiving, you might want to keep that in mind. And don't forget, you can leave us a voicemail with your questions, comments, birthday and anniversary shout-outs, or Feel Good Friday stories, whatever. The number is 774-473-9910. And don't forget, we now have merch. And thank you to those that have made a purchase. We have Make It a Great Day t-shirts, hoodies, and mugs. There's also a Pete Braley Show t-shirt and stickers, too, so check that out. Coming up today, football picks with a guest. Foodie Friday is on the way again. We have another relationship issue, and Americans are using a lot of slang nowadays, even if they don't know what it means. So,
sounds like Americans.
Yeah. Welcome to Friday, November 12th. It's Friday. 13 days until Thanksgiving. 38 days until Matt's birthday.
Hey.
43 days until Christmas. 50 days until the New Year. And 243 days until my birthday.
So we're really keeping track of everything.
Trying to throw something different in there.
Yeah, I hear you.
Welcome to National French Dip Day. Have you ever had that?
I have.
Served with hot, tender slices of beef or pork on a French roll, it makes up a delicious sandwich. The key ingredients are the au jus and spicy mustard. The combination of tender beef swimming in a flavor bath of pan drippings absorbed into the crusty roll makes the French dip a decadent, multi-napkin experience that everyone needs to have.
Did we need that detailed description this morning when none of us can probably get one right now?
Good point.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just thought it was.
One of my friend's moms, though, makes the best French dip I've ever had.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I've only ever had it in a restaurant.
Nope.
So,
She
yeah?
makes, yep, phenomenal.
Nice.
I've had it, fun fact, I always rash on Arby's. I'm like, who goes to Arby's? I had one at Arby's one time.
Oh, wow.
It wasn't even close.
Okay.
It definitely tasted like a fast food French dip.
Try.
Yep.
Yeah. Today's National Pizza with the Works, except Anchovies Day.
Did you add that? Or,
No.
Oh, that was
No.
a thing. Okay, I was wondering.
That's the name of the day.
I love it.
This annual pizza holiday gets the spotlight with olives, pepperoni, sausage, peppers and onions, mushrooms, bacon, and pineapple. Sure. Just no fishy business on this national day.
No fishy business. I like that.
It's also National Chicken Soup for the Soul Day. Celebrates who you are and how you get there. Take time to nurture your soul. Okay. On the date book today, on this day in 1991, Full House had their 100th episode. The twins were born for Jesse and Becky. On this day in 2018, former U.S. First Lady Michelle Obama publishes her memoir called Becoming. It was on this day in 2019 that former Houston Astros pitcher Mike Fears, I don't know if I'm saying that right, revealed that the team secretly stole signs via cameras from visiting teams from 2015 to 2017. And we learned that whole story about banging on a trash can.
Yep.
Wonder how long that's going to take to go away.
A long time.
I read something the other day that I guess Brian Cashman is looking at, what's his name? George Correa? Is it?
Who? From the
Astros?
No, Carlos Correa.
Carlos Correa.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. But wasn't Carlos involved in that whole drum banging situation?
Yeah.
Yeah, so not only are people wondering how are Yankee fans going to deal with that if he does sign, but how's Aaron Judge going to deal with it? Because he's been very vocal too.
True.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, that's like Altuve, man, is so, with the shirt pulling thing, it's just, that's a whole sketchy situation that where I can't really trust Altuve.
He swears he's on it. He's innocent.
I know, but he was such a great player. Why get mixed up in that? And now you got an asterisk next to your name.
And finally, on this day in 2019, Disney launched Disney Plus. So it's been around for 2 years. Celebrity birthdays: Al Michaels is 77, Neil Young 76, gymnast Nadia Comaneci was 60. She was the what would you say, 1970s version of Simone Biles? I mean, she was the hot gymnast then. Sammy Sosa is 53, Ryan Gosling 41, Anne Hathaway is 39, and basketball's Russell Westbrook is 33. So, who's in the chats this morning? Do we have...
Let's see. Justin's here. Good morning, Justin.
Good morning, Justin.
Emily's here. Good morning. And Gary did say, morning, guys. Congrats on the win, Pete.
Yes.
He didn't even stay up to watch it.
No.
I stayed up to watch it. I'm not even a Dolphins fan.
I did what every red-blooded American does, though. I watched the game highlights on YouTube.
There we go.
Thing.
Yeah, we'll get to the game, though.
Yeah.
Diane said, happy Friday, all. Yeah. Gary missed yesterday's show, but caught up on the podcast on his drive yesterday. That's
cool.
That's what I love. That's what I love about having the podcast.
Yep.
And if you're listening to the podcast, check out the YouTube channel sometime.
Yes.
You get to see our ugly faces to start your day with a laugh. Gail said, fabulous Friday. Can we get the rain to stop? I don't care to drive in the rain. Going to see my Virginia family.
Oh, nice.
Well, nice. I mean, it stinks that it's raining. I feel like every time we go to Virginia, it's raining.
Now, for those of you that are watching this or listening later in the day, I got a notification from Google just before the show that rain was going to start in Fairhaven at 9 a.m. So, were they right? You can
let us know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did they predict the future? Technically, we predicted the future.
I guess so.
Yeah, because no rain yet. And the wind's supposed to get bad at 1?
That has picked up. The wind has picked up.
Yeah. Well, hopefully the power stays on.
Yes.
That would be great.
We're here as long as we have lights.
Gil said, French dip, yummy. Abby said, happy Friday, no snow yet. Give it time. I said today.
You said today.
Yeah. I think she said Tuesday, though, is when they were actually calling for it.
Oh, right.
But I did see they're calling for like a possible blizzard already up there in the Northeast.
For when?
Something coming from the West.
Oh, yeah. The West is getting snow today.
Yeah. So that might end up there, Abby. So
you never know.
Let us know.
You never know.
Let's see. Yeah, Justin said it's also Disney Plus Day. Because it's the what did you say? It was a year?
2 years.
2 years.
2 years.
I was gonna say I feel like I've had it for longer than a
So
year.
is this a day? Is
it
Disney
special?
Plus Day?
Do we get anything for it?
Do they have new releases?
Emily said rain in Rhode Island started 2 minutes before I left the house.
Oh, so
it's on its way, folks.
I guess so.
We got 50
I
minutes.
guess so.
Yeah. All right, and that's it.
Time for today's random question. And our question today, what's something others purchase that you simply can't understand why? What's something others purchase that you simply can't understand why?
I feel like we could get some good answers.
Yeah, there was one guy who responded, Starbucks.
Yeah.
I'm not spending $5 on a cup of coffee. So
Yeah, plus I'm overwhelmed at Starbucks. I don't know what to get. It's not just coffee. It's not.
No. For the longest time, I had to have your sister Sarah order for me because I would want a cup of coffee with cream.
Yeah. Yep.
You know, but they'd hit me with all this venti.
Maca latte, blah, blah.
Yeah. And your sister
I
buys...
like how to prove a point, I just mispronounced mocha and latte on purpose.
Yeah.
Two easy words, but...
Your sister even gets something that's all... I don't know. She puts in her order and then she goes, oh, and can I have that upside down? And I'm like, what? What?
Is it like a blizzard? They just make sure it doesn't spill out?
No,
but
I guess...
coffee would most definitely spill out.
Can somebody help me? I get when you
Do they
get
put the ingredients in reverse?
Yeah, maybe that's it.
That's the only logical thing that comes.
The
to my
only
mind.
thing I can think of.
That or the blizzard thing.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah. All right, we do have a guest joining us this week for football picks.
Football picks.
Do you want to get him on the line here?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
And meanwhile, we can talk about the Dolphins game.
Yeah. So The Dolphins beat the Baltimore Ravens 22-10 Thursday night. Nobody, including us and our guest, saw that coming.
Yeah, no one picked that.
It was the defense, I guess. Xavier Howard forced a fumble and returned it 49 years for a touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa came off the bench and capped his night with a 1-yard sneak for a score with 2:19 left. And the Dolphins upset the Buffalo Ravens 22-10. The defense was just bothering Lamar Jackson all night.
Yep.
He was getting frustrated.
All right, let's get him on the line here.
All right. You'll have to quickly tell the story of why also. He's joining us.
Justin, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. How's it going, guys?
Hello.
What's up, dude?
Good morning.
Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, all right. So the reason he's on is because he talks a lot of crap. That's the main reason. You'd say you're primarily a soccer fan, right? In your eyes, the real football.
Yeah, I watch soccer way more than I watch football, but I kind of pay attention to football, not a lot.
All right.
Yeah, but he likes to say that me and Pete just copy each other over here. So he's here, and I told him if he just copies every one of our picks, he's full of crap. So we're gonna see what happens. But we got the picks here. Did you see your boy Lamar last night? He didn't do what you said he was gonna do.
Yeah, it was unfortunate, a Florida boy coming back home. He couldn't do what he wanted to do.
Couldn't get it done. All right.
Did you see? I did watch some of the game. They had was it 6 or 8 players, Baltimore, that are from Florida?
Did they really?
Yeah. So it was like the guys were all excited about playing in front of their friends and things,
and it just
wah, wah.
came back to bite him. All right, let me put the records on the screen.
Okay.
Justin's record is 0-0 because he hasn't done this. But yeah, Pete's got a 1-game lead. But shall we,
Let's
folks?
do it.
All
Let's do it.
Pete, you're first. It's your show.
Okay.
Falcons, Cowboys.
So I haven't looked at these. I don't know who's playing.
Me neither.
Falcons, Cowboys. I really think the Cowboys are maybe failing a little bit here. I'm going to go with Atlanta.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going Cowboys.
Okay.
Justin?
I'm also going with Atlanta.
Okay.
Ooh.
So
all right.
I see a pattern here. He's going to pick everything Pete picks, just so that I'm wrong. All right.
We should have him go first, though, on one of these.
Saints, Titans.
Saints. All right. Justin, you go.
I'll pick the Saints.
Saints, okay.
I'll pick the Titans because I think Ryan Tannehill's doing well.
Yeah.
I think they're first in their division.
I'm also going to go Titans.
Okay.
I'm also realizing I don't have enough room over here for 3 papers. So I think my mouse needs to go somewhere for now.
Okay.
Okay. Jaguars, Colts. Back to you, Pete.
Jaguars, Colts. I'll go with the Colts.
Okay. I'm also going Colts. Justin.
Jaguars.
Jaguars coming off the hot win
All
against
right.
the Bills. Can they repeat it? Probably not. Browns, Patriots.
Patriots.
Yeah, got to go Patriots.
And besides, Nick Chubb is out because
I have to
of
agree with you guys.
COVID.
Patriots.
Patriots.
All right. Bills, Jets. Who's going?
Bills.
Bills. All right. Justin.
I also picked the Bills. I can't go for the Jets.
Yeah, you know the rule. You can't pick the Jets.
No.
You can't. I mean, if the Jets beat the Bills after the Jaguars beat the Bills, I think it's time for the Bills to just coast right onto the golf course.
Something's
I
wrong.
think, yeah. At that point, you just give up. All right. Lions, Steelers. Justin.
Shock pick Lions. I think they're going to get their first win of the season.
Wow.
All
so
right.
he is going to. I'm going with the Steelers.
The Steelers. Yeah, I'm going with the Steelers as well. Lions are another team I can't pick. We were talking about Big Ben last night and how
Ben Roethlisberger.
he's just. I feel like he's got to retire at the end of this year, right?
He did. He was quoted as saying, "I'm no Tom Brady."
Yeah. And I think like his body just he can't take it anymore.
No.
All right. Buccaneers, Washington.
Buccaneers.
Buccaneers, Justin.
Yeah, I have to agree with that one.
Yeah.
I will say I feel like Buccaneers Washington games are always good, but I can't vote against Tom Brady.
All right.
Panthers, Cardinals.
Panthers, Cardinals. Cardinals.
Cardinals, Justin.
I'm kind of a hypocrite, but I got to say Cardinals.
Yep. I'm gonna go with the Cardinals too.
All right.
But I mean, is Cam Newton playing though? We could have vintage
I know.
Cam Newton on the Panthers. Probably not. I don't know if he'll play this week.
Yeah.
Vikings, Chargers.
Chargers.
Chargers. Also, I hear the rain starting. Justin.
It's not 9 o'clock.
I have Chargers on my paper.
Yep. Yeah, he planned this out.
Oh.
He was ready to go.
Okay.
I'm also going Chargers though. See, I already highlighted it, but now I kind of want to change it, but I'm not going to do that.
What?
Because then I know the Vikings will win.
Oh, okay.
Eagles, Broncos.
Why don't you go first?
I'm gonna go with the Eagles. I feel feel like they've had some good games recently. Justin.
Eagles for me as well.
All right. And Pete?
All right, I'll be different and take Denver.
All right.
Yep.
Seahawks, Packers. I don't think it's been confirmed that Aaron Rodgers is playing yet.
Right.
And
right.
Russell Wilson, I believe, is coming back this week.
This week.
Yes.
I'll go with the Seahawks.
Seahawks?
Yep.
All right. I'm going to go with... the Packers lost, right, last week? Without
yes.
Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah, lost to Kansas City.
Yeah, they struggle without him.
Yep.
I'm going to go Seahawks, too. Justin?
Okay.
I'm going Packers.
Okay.
All right.
Better hope Aaron Rodgers is playing.
Lambeau Field.
Chiefs, Raiders. AFC West
Wow, Chiefs
games.
Raiders.
Right,
game.
West, right?
Yeah, West. I'll go with the Raiders.
The Raiders.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with the Chiefs. Justin?
Raiders.
Raiders.
Ooh, okay.
And Monday Night Football, Rams, 49ers.
Odell Beckham going to the Rams.
Worst
huh?
decision. We'll get to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take the Rams.
I'm also taking the Rams. And Justin?
I have Rams.
The Rams it is.
Did we decide what we're going to do if Justin beats us?
No.
No.
I feel like we got to think of something
All right, we
before
will.
Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah.
We
I
will.
mean, very similar. There's some surprising games like the Jaguars, obviously. And maybe even
The Lions.
maybe even the Saints, the Lions.
Lions, yeah.
So there's some differences here. This will
And
be interesting.
Justin, can I ask you a soccer question?
Yeah.
Okay, so the New England Revolution, they have made the playoffs, but they don't play until November 30th, I
Right.
read. Why is there such a big gap between their last game and the playoffs?
So at the moment, right now, there's an international break. So the players go play for their home country. So whether it
Okay.
be U.S., Argentina, whatever country, they go
Right.
play. And after the international break, the playoffs start for the MLS. But the New England Revolution get a first round bye because they finished so high.
Because they're
in the
nasty.
conference.
They're
Okay.
nasty.
I just couldn't understand why there was like a 2.5 week layoff before the playoffs.
Justin,
So-
another soccer
Right.
question here. Is it true that you can't use your hands?
No, yeah, that'd be confirmed.
That's not fake news?
No.
No,
Okay.
that's 100%
All right.
fact.
All right. So I've been lied to.
I should call him the next time they ask me to do play-by-play on soccer.
You should.
Yeah,
You
'cause-
should. I'm sure he'd be down for that.
Because I just described what's happening. I can't really get into why.
Well, he'd be a great color guy then. You can describe what's happening. He can explain the details.
That's
Well-
perfect. We can create a little team.
Yeah.
There you go. Thank you, Justin.
No worries. Thank you for having me on.
All right. Have
See
a
ya.
great day.
See you.
Yeah, we're not going to talk a lot about football because I know someone found our show and said, well, I don't really like football. And I was like, well, we don't talk. The whole show's
The whole
not
show's
about
not about football. But I mean, we'd be lying if we said we didn't really enjoy football. So
Yeah,
we like to talk about what we like.
Odell Beckham signs with the Rams. So, well, why don't you point out your point yesterday?
Worst decision he's ever made.
Because
He
he's-
left. I mean, this just. Sometimes people are like, "Oh, he's just chasing a ring," but like, I mean, he probably is. But you know, you might not know. This is an obvious. He's chasing the ring. He's going to a
Yeah.
stacked team, but he claimed he was leaving Cleveland because he wasn't getting the ball, and he's now going to go to a team with a stacked wide receiver core.
Where he's gonna be
not
number
gonna get the
3.
ball. He's going to get 1 to 2 catches a game.
Yeah.
He's got Cooper Kupp is getting the ball every time unless he's covered. But it's Cooper Kupp, so he's rarely covered.
Right.
And then it's Robert Woods. I mean, you got Van Jefferson. It's a stacked wide receiver core.
I don't get
Odell is going to get the ball less than he got in Cleveland.
Yeah.
So I don't know why he did it. I mean, the Rams got a stacked team. If the Rams don't win the Super Bowl, it's a disappointment.
Right.
So
And the
he's
Super
chasing
Bowl-
the ring. He just wants a ring.
The Super Bowl, I think, is in LA.
yeah.
So they're making this big, like Tom Brady did with Tampa.
Yeah.
You know, to
I
have
mean,
it at home.
I've said it. If the Patriots don't make it, I'd like to see the Rams. Well, if the Patriots don't make it, the Dolphins don't make it, I would like to see the Rams. The Rams
Thank you.
win it.
Thank you. One more football story. Oh, actually, I have two today. Philadelphia Eagles fans are most likely to start and win a fight. I don't think that surprises anybody about Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Researchers talked to 2,000 football fans. The Raiders, Steelers, Patriots, and Cowboys round out the top 5. So we're 4th for fans who would start a fight. While the Raiders, Steelers, Bills, and Cowboys came in under the Eagles supporters for fans that most likely win a fight. As far as which fan bases would stop a fight if they witnessed one, Seattle supporters top the list.
Really?
Oh, stop that. Followed closely by Minnesota. Must be that Midwestern hospitality, right? 49ers fans, Cardinals fans, and Titans fans rounding out the top 5.
I don't know. I feel like the Patriots haven't had a need to start a fight with Tom Brady. Everyone tries to start a fight with you. They're like, nobody likes Patriots fans. But us starting the fight, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I tell you, though, I've been to, I think, 3 games in my life, and I've never worn a Dolphin jersey. I might have it under my sweatshirt.
I was going to say, I thought you did the game we went to because
Did
it was Pat's Dolphins. I thought you wore. I mean, it was freezing that day,
Yeah.
so there's a great chance that it was under.
Covered up.
Yeah.
In the news this morning, 6 out of 10 Americans waste more during the holiday season than at any other time. A new survey found Americans who celebrate a winter holiday estimate they average 43% more waste during the season. This adds up to about 29 pounds of trash per week. Yeah, the week of Christmas, that barrel tends to be overflowing, doesn't it? The biggest holiday offender, no surprise, it's wrapping paper, with gift bags following closely behind. Tissue paper, food waste, and plastic or boxes from presents round out the top 5. The results show over half the poll think feeling wasteful during the holidays makes them feel less excited for the festivities. 56% feel like they need to choose between being sustainable and enjoying the holiday season. Respondents are also planning to buy reusable items instead of plastic and use sustainable wrapping paper, such as newspapers this year. Of course, there aren't that many newspapers around.
I was going to say, does anybody have newspapers?
Yeah. The survey also asked people about their New Year's resolutions. Time to start thinking about that, I guess.
Yeah.
And 63% claim they're planning to make a sustainable resolution for the new year to become more environmentally friendly. Something that you already did with your reusable solo cups.
Thank you for pointing that out. I don't know, for anyone that wasn't in my music live stream last week, I do have a reusable solo cup.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of solo cups. Like, I just like the feel and the look of a solo cup.
Yep.
But I also enjoy the environment, and I hated having to use solo cups, so
and
got myself reusable solo cups.
These are dishwasher safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a great purchase. I'm very, very proud of it.
Hey, a serious note today. Food banks across the U.S. are struggling to feed the hungry due to the surging food prices and the supply chain issues we've heard about. The news comes at a bad time as there's an unprecedented demand for food brought on by the pandemic. And as the holidays approach, some food banks worry that they won't have enough stuffing and cranberry sauce for Thanksgiving and Christmas. So let's put out a call, all right? If you're someone that can help, please do. And we thank you for that, okay? Maybe throw in a little more if you have the ability. The other football note I mentioned, Indianapolis Colts quarterback Carson Wentz will play Sunday against the Jacksonville Jaguars, even though his wife Madison is expected to give birth to the couple's second child at any moment now.
Interesting.
Wentz noted that he and his wife of 3 years have already discussed his decision.
Oh, busted.
That's actually
phone call. No phones in class.
That's the tablet ringing.
No phones in class.
Sorry.
Jeez.
So back to Carson Wentz. He noted that he and his wife have already discussed his decision to play, and with kickoff slated for 1 o'clock in Indianapolis, it is a home game.
Yep.
Wentz says he can race to the hospital right after the game, should Madison be in labor.
Yeah, I think it would be a different story if it wasn't a home game.
Oh, definitely.
I don't think this is because, I mean, there's still a chance he doesn't play, obviously. You know, if it happens before the game or,
right.
Or like, I don't know. I don't think it's that big of a deal because one call, he can get over there real quick, I think. Right. I feel like. It would be kind of cool if it happens during the game and he has to leave during the game.
It would be.
Yeah.
And that's, I mean, they can get a police escort to the hospital, right? When you're an NFL player.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how far away the hospital is. You know, who knows if he even needs it.
He said, if it comes down to the game, I told my wife I'm playing, and then I'll come see you at the hospital afterwards. She knew that. She's been great. I think God will time it up the way it's supposed to be timed. Good attitude.
I kind of hope it happens during the game. I feel like that'd be kind of fun. It'd be a good story for him to tell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the employees at the Salvation Army thrift store in Quartzsite, Arizona, found a surprise in one of their red kettles. A gold tooth.
Oh?
The tooth weighs around 5 grams, which puts the estimated value near $300. Lieutenant Colonel Ivan Wild, the Salvation Army Southwest Division commander, said in the past, red kettles across the country have received gold coins, valuable jewelry, and checks with large dollar amounts. But this gold tooth is right up there on the list of unusual donations.
Do you think they did it on purpose? Like, oh, I don't have any spare change. Here, take this.
I would hope it's on purpose and nobody, bumped their tooth.
But like, did
onto
it
the
accidentally?
kettle.
I don't. How would I'm thinking?
Did
Like,
it
did it
accidentally
accidentally? But
fall
like,
off?
how would that even happen?
Yeah.
Someone's like peeking in, maybe to get some free money, and fell in. I don't know.
Or I guess it could be something that, if when a loved one passes on with a gold tooth, do you get the tooth?
I don't know. That's a great question.
I know.
Does anyone know the answer?
Yeah. What's going on in the chats? I see some.
We got some random question answers.
Oh, good.
Gary did say, where did it go? Justin, will you be at the game? And Justin said, I'm going to try to go to the game, hopefully with Matt, LOL. How about you, Gary? Yeah, we got to see. It depends on Thanksgiving Virginia trips.
Oh,
we gotta,
right.
We got to see when we're coming back and stuff.
I got you.
Also, Disney Plus Day, they released some new stuff and trailers for others.
Okay.
I'll have to look. I didn't hear about that.
So the question this morning, do you use slang and do you know what it means? There's a story I read yesterday that 8 out of 10 Americans say they use slang, but some admit to not even knowing what the terms mean. The slang phrases most disliked are "okay, boomer," which I've never heard. Have
What?
you?
You've never heard that?
No, I don't.
Pretty sure I've said it jokingly on
Have
the
you
show.
said it to me?
I think so.
Yeah. Okay, boomer.
Yeah.
Also, bae, B-A-E, is disliked, with 29% disliking that term. That's
I
when
feel
you.
like it would be higher.
That's when you call your girlfriend is bae, or can the guy be bae?
Yeah. Anyone
it-
can be bae.
Bae means babe, right?
Yeah.
See, I don't even know.
I mean, they literally took out one letter. I think you could have figured that out.
Pandemic led to an uptick of slang words, with the most popular ones being Rona.
I love that one though.
Yeah.
I love referring it to Rona.
A jab. That's for getting a vaccine shot.
I haven't really heard that
Did
one.
you get the jab? Quarantine and chill is a romantic time during the shutdown. And quarantine is your limited circle of friends seen during the shutdown.
I don't think that was a thing.
I haven't heard that one either.
I think whoever wrote this article was like, I need like one more pandemic thing just to make this a pandemic
yeah,
paragraph.
give me one more.
And they just found a pun somewhere.
The most common slang by generations include baby boomers using the word woke.
Which that's not true.
What does woke see, here I go. I don't even what does woke really mean?
How do you? I mean, kind of like smart, like hip, like you're on it, like you get it. You're woke.
So you're woke.
I think that's my interpretation.
Okay.
I've been known to occasionally be wrong about interpreting.
Occasionally, maybe.
Interpreting. There we
Okay.
go. God, I'm having a rough week speaking. This
Yeah,
week.
yeah. Well, yeah, it just started yesterday.
I don't know. Yeah, but I'm just chalking it up to the week.
Gen X is famous for saying salty.
I use salty all the time. It perfectly describes certain people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, ghosted was Gen X. Salty is millennials.
Oh, okay.
So that would be, we've discovered.
Sarah, Doug.
Yeah.
We don't know about Kat. We've said this many times, but we haven't checked.
It's 1981 to 1996 is a millennial.
So Kat's technically a millennial. She's 96.
Okay.
Right on the edge.
And for Gen Z, low key is the most common slang generation.
I do
word.
say that a lot.
You do say low key?
I low-key think I say it a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of millennials, a Reddit user recently asked, millennials, what was the most middle-aged thing you caught yourself saying recently? So I guess this would be for Sarah, Doug, and Kat.
Yeah. I feel like I'm like an honorable millennial at times.
What's the most dad thing, I guess, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
All right, so here are some of the best responses. It's kind of like what you did the other day
Yeah.
with the dad list.
Yep.
All right. Millennials sounding like their parents. I can't go out for dinner. I have chicken in the fridge that I have to cook before it goes bad.
Yeah.
Calling a 21-year-old guy a kid.
Okay, I haven't been there because I'm 22. That'd be sad if I called a 21-year-old a kid.
It's 8:30. A little late to start a movie.
I feel like that all the time.
It would be for me.
I want to watch that movie Dune, and me and Justin actually talk about this a lot. We're like, hey, do you watch Dune yet? No. Like, I don't know. During the week, it's like, No,
Yeah.
it's like 8:00. I can't stay. It's a 2.5 hour movie. I can't
do this.
Yeah.
Number 4, they don't just make them like they just don't make them like they used to when, stuff like wood dress or anything that falls apart.
Oh,
when they say they just don't make them like they used to.
Yep. Anything from IKEA.
Why is the music so loud in here?
No.
These are things millennials find themselves saying.
Couldn't be me. I probably listen to music too loud.
Do you?
I want to feel it in my soul when I listen to music.
I was so surprised, by the way, a side note here.
Okay.
I actually had my hearing tested after I had been in radio for something like 25 years wearing these. And a lot of my co-hosts and guests have always said, boy, you wear yours loud. Because if I took them off, you could still hear the music playing or whatever. But my hearing was spot on.
See, I don't know about how loud, because it would depend how loud you kept them. But a lot of the times when you're able to have headphones, you can control what you're hearing. So
True.
if anything, it helps hearing. I mean, I don't know if you were blasting. That's why artists wear in-ear monitors, like those little,
Yes.
they look like
Yep.
earplug
Hearing
things.
aids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They wear those because they can control what they hear. So they don't have to blast. If they use those on the ground
Yes.
wedges in
Yep.
front of them, they have to blast it, and that's what kills their hearing.
Oh,
so this way
okay.
here, they can
I
they
didn't
cut
know
out
that.
they cut out crowd noise, and they can control how loud they actually
Because
go.
I've seen drummers with that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, everyone on stage can wear them. Yeah.
I did have one time, I think I told you this recently. I had one time where I was sitting in the studio with my then partner, Joni Pfeiffer. And, we were both getting in front of the mics, all set to record a commercial, and she sneezed. Oh, my God, it hurt.
Oh, she sneezed into the mic.
She sneezed, like, "Achoo," and
Yeah.
she just let it go. And I was like, "Gah!"
Did it surprise? Well, maybe you do have them too loud. I feel like if I
And-
sneezed in the mic, it wouldn't hurt
I
that
don't
bad.
know. I'm
I'm a little
But-
concerned with how loud you had your headphones.
You know how when you walk out of a club after you've been there all night and your ears are kind of muffled? You ever had that? Or you leave a concert?
I don't typically go to the clubs all that often. But
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
But what I'm getting at is my ears were like that for like an hour.
Yeah, that's like when you leave a concert.
Yeah.
When you leave a concert, you're like, what did you just say? What? Yeah.
And just a couple of other notes here. This is for millennials. What was the most middle-aged thing you've caught yourself saying recently? Someone said, "Oh, no thank you. I can't have caffeine this late in the day or I'll never get to sleep tonight."
You say that all the time.
I do. Yeah.
You always judge when I have a coffee past like
Right.
3:30.
Because my cutoff is 2:00.
You'll be glad to know this is different because I finished a coffee, but I finished up a coffee at like 7:30 last night.
Wow.
And I still got to bed before midnight.
Did you?
Yeah, I went to bed after the Dolphins game. So like, what's that, 11:30, I think?
Number 10, I have started letting out a classic dad groan when I stand up.
Which reminds me of the Liam story.
Do you want to share?
I mean, you're the one that spent the time with him, but yeah. So this guy, number one, he's old. Number two, all the body replacements. List them out.
List them out?
Yeah.
2 shoulders, 2 hips, 2 knees.
Yeah. All that's been replaced.
Yeah.
He makes some noises when he walks around sometimes. If he's getting up from a chair, he's like, "Arr."
After the show every day, it's like,
Yeah, he makes noises. And he went and took care of Liam for a year and a half. Well, Liam now, the 2-year-old Liam, healthy body, perfectly fine. When he gets up from a chair,
he grunts.
he makes noises, just like Grampy. Just like Grampy. And Sarah's funny. She's like, he's going to go to daycare, and I'm going to get a call like, hey, is there something wrong with Liam? Like, he seems hurt. And she's like, no, that's because of his grandfather. Yeah.
And the final phrase here that millennials have caught themselves saying, that's a nice box. Keep it.
Me, 100%. Me and Trish have had
Yes.
heated arguments about my collection of boxes that I have.
And why do you have it?
They're
Why-
good boxes.
They're good boxes.
They're good Well, I bought them. The real reason is like they're expensive items. Like the cameras I have have the boxes to them because for some reason in my mind, I might need them someday.
Okay.
Probably never going to resell these cameras. You're allowed to resell cameras without the box, but in my mind, I need to keep the box just in case.
Hey, I'm not going to... haven't you used the box when we've taken the cameras down to Virginia?
No.
No. Okay.
Yeah. I have not.
Maybe that should factor in.
Thank you for trying to defend me in some way.
Yeah, I tried.
But no, I
No,
have not.
no.
I literally have you ever in the history of like boxes that I've kept, I think I used one. I used my PS5 box to pack up my PS4 to store it. So that's the only time that has happened. Yeah, I got a problem. Me and Trish have talked about it.
Okay.
But I threw away a box the other day. So I progressed.
Day.
I still have like 1 million boxes, but I threw away one of them for something new that I got. So just trying to train the mind, you know?
Do we have what's going on in the chat?
Let's see. Abby did say, Matt, how many different Carhartt beanies do you have? I've seen 3 this week. Well, I don't know what show you've been watching. I've only worn 2 this week.
Yeah.
I have this gray one, and I have the brown one. But I did just see this morning, and I totally forgot about this. Someone gave me a black Carhartt beanie that they don't wear. So I also have a black one. So I have 3.
Oh, cool. All right.
But yeah. Let's see. Abby said, I purposely used the wrong slang with the young folks.
Purposely?
I feel like that's I'm not to call you old, but that's that's a thing to do.
Abby's a millennial.
Make fun of the youngins.
Yeah.
Gail has heard all of the Rona terms. I love Rona.
I like that word.
I think that's the greatest thing that came out of this.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Oh, you're coughing. Is it Rona? You got Rona?
Yeah.
Did you
sneeze?
Did you have Rona?
Not the Rona.
You
I don't
had
have the Rona.
Yeah. I love Rona. Poor Corona beer, you know?
Yeah.
Those guys. Gail has seen shirts with quarantine team.
Oh, quarantine?
I haven't seen that one, but I mean, it's a nice play on words. I'll give it. Abby said, woke is alert to injustice in society. That's a better definition than I gave.
Okay, so that's why
alert is good.
So that's why Aaron Rodgers used it.
Yeah.
Because he said, I don't want the woke crowd or whatever.
Yeah, okay. I think that's why he used it. Yeah.
Yep.
Let's see. Abby says, I just sound like my mother now. Yeah.
It happens.
Gail said, I enjoy a cup of coffee right before bed. Decaf or caffeinated?
Right before bed?
Right before bed.
I could never.
That's a bold move.
I could never.
Abby said, my hip hurts. Is in quotes. That's what she says. And she also says 100% about the boxes. Yep.
Wow.
Gail agrees. I can't throw out a good box.
Okay.
It's rare that things have a good box, you know? So when you get one, you're like, I might need this someday.
Yep. Better keep it.
Like the box this like soundboard came in.
Right.
Beautiful box. Beautiful.
Now
like,
we're rating boxes.
The design, that's probably 9.5 out of 10.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a great box. It was a great box. I have some great boxes in the attic.
All right. Maybe we should have a display someday.
Matt's box collection.
Yeah.
Let's check out Matt's. It's just me in the attic with a dimly lit light, like looking at you, like, let's look at my boxes.
On Monday's show,
Yeah.
we'll talk about collections. I'll show you that I collect lighthouses and pictures of lighthouses.
Yeah, probably
Matt
something-
will show you a box.
Probably something valuable. Matt, what does Matt have? He just has a bunch of freaking boxes. Yeah. Gail says caffeinated. Always have. What?
Dang.
What? Like, how did that start? In what way were you like, hey, I can't wait to go to sleep tonight. Let me just pour some caffeine into my body. Not to pick on you, Gail, but I know you can take it. I know we're buds.
If you drink a lot of caffeine, do you think maybe you can become immune to it or something?
Maybe. Well, if you drink it every day, your body is your tolerance goes up.
Yep.
So, I mean, that's why a lot of people you drink 1 cup, then you start drinking 2 cups, and then you turn into Pete. You got 6 in a day.
I do. I have maybe 2. All right.
Maybe 2.
Time for today's Feel Good Friday story. By the way, as I mentioned, if something's going on in your life that you want to celebrate, you can always send it to us in an email. It's thepetebraley@gmail.com, or call our voicemail number, which I'll give you at the end. An Alabama boy who weighed less than a pound at birth after his mother went into labor at only 21 weeks has been certified as the world's most premature baby to survive. Guinness World Records announced this week that the baby, who weighed only 14.8 ounces at birth, set the new record. Born 132 days premature on July 5th of 2020, the baby is now healthy and 16 months old. Doctors said statistics show that children born so young have virtually no chance of survival. But the baby beat the odds and was discharged after 275 days in the hospital.
That's awesome.
And a Houston area woman claims back treatment helped her regain her sense of taste after contracting COVID-19. Mariana Duke had given up hope of ever tasting her food again, and her doctors had also given up hope. I always thought your sense of taste and smell came back after COVID, but hers did not. A visit to a chiropractor for a simple lower back adjustment on the advice of her mother changed everything. Dr. Ashley Price said her fellow chiropractors have seen similar results. The doctor has heard from a lot of other chiropractors in the community that they've been having this response. People getting their taste and their smell back after an adjustment.
So she went there expecting to get her taste back?
No, she went there because her back hurt.
So it wasn't even to get her taste back?
No.
Wow.
And just because of the adjustment, evidently, nerves and all that stuff.
Yeah. That stuff is so weird.
Yeah. Yet another relationship story. I think we're all going to agree on this one. I think so.
Okay.
A woman shared a text exchange that she had with a former date where he asked her to pay him back for their first date since she declined to go on a second date with him. According to the text she sent him, she drove over an hour to meet up with the guy, and she didn't feel a connection with this guy. So when the guy asked her out again, she declined. So then the guy replied, "You never gave me a chance. You think there's going to be strong chemistry in 4 hours? Maybe part of that was you never texted me or made the effort." Then the guy asked the woman to pay him back for the first date. She went on to joke, "Do you think I'm American Express here?" However, the date was totally serious and asked for her PayPal account. When she replied that she didn't have one, he said, "Okay, so make one." Most of the commenters sided with her and could not believe this sense of entitlement.
I mean, there's so many things here. The first thing I like is, what, you think we're going to have a connection in 4 hours? 4 hours is a long time.
Yeah.
Where'd you go out to eat?
Usually you can tell in your first impression, right? Or maybe you got to give them a little time.
I don't know about first impression, but I think after 4 hours, you got a pretty good idea. What kind of a dinner is 4 hours? I mean, honestly, props to her for sitting there for 4 hours.
Yeah.
Because it sounds like she was not interested at all.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, asking for money after the date, like that's just weird. But two, PayPal, like, and when she said she doesn't have a PayPal, you're like, make one.
So
like,
make one.
Like, I don't know. What about like Venmo? Something like a lot of people have.
Yeah.
Or, I don't know. That's.
Can anybody see his side of this?
So many red flags.
Yeah.
Yeah. Abby said 4 hours is a long first date. It is a long first date.
Yeah.
Like, I feel you would definitely know after 4 hours. You know, I think it could take some time with some people, to like really get to know who they are.
Right.
Some people could be awkward in the beginning, and then after a little while, you're like, oh, okay, they're actually not a creep,
right?
Weird, awkward kid.
But I would think, like she said, she didn't feel any attachment.
But she gave it the 4 hours, and I don't know, that's crazy. So talk about petty.
Hey, today's fascinating facts. A Canadian woman who lost her wedding ring while working in the garden found it 13 years later growing on a carrot. Mary Grams always loved gardening, but not as much as she loved her husband. That's why she couldn't bear to risk breaking his heart by telling him that she lost her wedding ring in the garden. Instead, she went out and she bought a cheap replacement.
Oh, my.
More surprising than the fact that her husband never noticed the difference is the fact that 13 years after the incident, the ring resurfaced on a carrot growing in the very same garden, and I wish I had a picture.
How? I don't understand. How does that happen?
Yeah, mine, at this point, mine's not coming off.
I feel like that's got to be fake, right? Like, you're telling me you lost it in the soil. And then the seed just happened to go in the middle of it, and the thing just grew.
13 years later.
The only reason why I believe it is because, like, when you put a stick in a plant, it like grows around the stick. Okay. So like maybe for some reason it grew into the ring for that reason. I don't know. I do find it funny. I feel like whenever somebody loses something, buys a replacement, then they find it. If you want to find something, just buy a replacement. I guarantee it'll show up. It'll show up somewhere.
Yeah. All right, let's get to the random question. By the way, our question yesterday, what's a common thing that has never happened to you? Sarah said she's never been called for jury duty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good one.
Bernadette said she never had my tonsils out.
Same.
Me either.
Yep.
Yeah.
Knock on wood for all these, please.
Linda said never got divorced. Well, yeah. That's
Same.
I've never gotten divorced.
Never been married, but I've also never been divorced.
5 times?
So, yes. Nice job.
Paula wrote that she never had kids, although as a teacher, I get everyone else's kids for 7.5 hours per day.
So I'm sure after that, you're like, nah, I'm good. I'm all set for sure. Yeah.
And Gail, I got you. She did say that she has never won $1 million. So bring it on.
Yeah, bring it on. Let's do it. Don't knock on wood after that.
Yes. Today's random question: what's something others purchase that you simply can't understand why? And you said we had some...
Abby said scented toilet paper, which do people like legitimately buy that? I've never come across that.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I mean,
The new breaking news in the Braley family is that Sarah bought bamboo toilet paper.
yeah.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
But the best part is didn't tell her husband until he came home from the boat, and he was like, "What is this? What is this?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
Apparently, it's better for the environment. I'm not entirely sure why.
Is it
still
like-
still a tree?
Is it
still
really
paper?
really thin or?
I don't know.
Okay.
I haven't seen it yet, but we're going down there soon, so
Okay.
we might come across it. She also said the little chapstick sleeve keychain. See, I don't know the chapstick sleeve keychain, but the hand sanitizer keychain. I feel like everybody in school had that. Nobody used it.
Nobody-
What are you doing? Yeah, I mean, nowadays with
Right.
with Rona,
Yeah.
a little slang drop.
Yep.
It's probably a good idea, but I don't know. She also said mini blinds. What is that?
In the you would have mini blinds in the window.
Oh,
No.
that like doesn't cover up the whole thing. It's just a mini blind.
No, it does cover up the whole thing. I don't understand.
Well, apparently,
Maybe because
if Abby thinks they're stupid, I'll
Yeah.
agree.
All right.
Stupid.
Well, they're small. Like, they must be a pain to dust.
Yeah. Abby also says adults buying stuffed animals themselves.
For themselves.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
if that's your thing, though, I no hate on that. I do think stuffed animals are interesting. I just remember like being a kid and like you want stuffed animals and then like, oh, it's time to go to bed and you just like throw all the extra
On the
pillows and
floor.
stuffed animals off. It's
Yeah.
like, okay, yeah. Let's see. Does anyone else have any more?
I did mention Starbucks. I'm not going to spend $5 on a cup of coffee.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Someone wrote cable TV. They said that they simply can't understand why people because their reason is you can find anything you want to watch online now.
Yeah. See, a couple reasons. One, sports is still a little, although now certain live streaming services like Hulu Live and YouTube Live, you can get certain sports channels.
Right.
So that's one thing.
We can't get our New England. We can't get Nesson.
Which is weird because you used to be able to.
Yeah, they got into some disagreement
Now they
with
don't.
YouTube.
I mean, I think it's because you're going to start to see Nesson will get a live service of some kind.
okay.
All these channels will get their own thing, and then we'll probably be paying more than cable. But also, when you try and cancel, because most cable comes in a package with Wi-Fi, so when you cancel the cable, the Wi-Fi price goes up. So
Did you see the Saturday Night Live bit last week? It was
No, I meant to watch it, but I have not seen it.
what's his name? It's Macaulay Culkin's brother. What's
I
it?
don't know his first name.
Kieran.
Kieran, I think so. Kieran
Yeah.
Colton.
So he did this. He did this bit. Look it up on YouTube. I wish I had it for you here, but I just thought of this. He did a bit on YouTube where he's going to be moving, so he wants to cancel his cable, and just the stuff he goes through with being transferred to different departments.
Yep.
It's so relatable.
Like it's got to be designed like that because they know that not a lot of people are going to do that. I don't know.
And they keep trying to sell him a landline.
Abby said just have curtains. Mini blinds are annoying.
All right.
I need to look this up. I don't know
Okay.
what mini blinds are.
You don't?
No.
Okay. And let's see. Someone else said anything that has someone else's name on it for an outrageous price. An example, Gucci t-shirts for $500.
Yeah. See, here's the thing. Certain things. Wait, mini blinds just looks like a curtain that comes down. Right?
It's not a curtain though. It's these mini blinds. So
Oh, those.
that you're gonna.
Yeah.
Sarah has those.
Yeah.
Sarah has mini.
Sarah
blinds.
has like nicer ones though.
Yeah, and They're not really mini.
They're not like the.
Yeah, they're like
not
an inch
the
or so.
Metal, stupid metal ones.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Hers are a little bit nicer. No, I definitely get that though, because I feel like they just break all the time.
That happens too.
And then they look terrible. Once they break, they look terrible. But what were we? Yeah, like sometimes when you spend more money on things, you get better quality. You know, like a $20 pair of jeans will be substantially less quality than like a $60 pair of jeans.
Right.
It's just kind of how things work.
Yeah.
But stuff like that, yeah, like Gucci t-shirts and stuff.
They really go for $500.
Like Kanye West's clothing line, it's like $90 t-shirts. Yeah.
No way.
Maybe even more than that, actually.
Wow.
Yeah. Crazy stuff. Does anyone have any more? I'm trying to think if I can.
Yeah.
What was it? Read the wording of the question again.
What's something others purchase that you simply can't understand why? You know, why do you...
Coffee was my go-to. Because a lot of people, like, going out for coffee is like... But the thing is, though, is like once you start, I think Keurig coffee just doesn't live up to it. So then you can't make your own coffee from home.
Right.
I feel like that's what these people
get a habit going. Yeah.
But for me, like Keurig coffee gets the job done. I've said it before. Coffee tastes like crap. We all just for some reason pretend to like it.
I don't think it tastes like crap.
It does. It has a weird taste to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it though.
Okay. Time for Foodie Friday. Yeah, we had some fun this week, and we shall share it with you as all three of us went out for a treat.
Oh, what does that mean?
Yeah, here it is.
It's another Foodie Friday. Ready to go, Charlie?
Charlie's driving. Oh, wait a minute.
We are going to check out.
Caliritos.
All right.
It's a burrito place.
You
You guys know I like my burritos.
He loves his burritos, so we're going to check out this place.
Yeah. Apparently, this is where Charlie is sitting. Pete's going to get our burritos.
Okay.
Go get them.
I'll be back.
Yeah. Here he comes, Charles. He's got the goods. Oh, we got to let him in. You got the goods?
I got the goods.
Back to the stew.
Yes.
And we're back.
Hello.
Back in the stew.
Should we eat this? I mean, is it okay to eat in the stew?
Probably not. This is probably a bad idea with burritos, but try not to make a mess.
Okay.
How about that?
You have a little table here for me, so
I
that's
do.
good.
All right, shall we dig in?
Yes.
Should we do it?
Now, what's the proper way? I mean, you keep it in the foil, right?
So this is what you do. You unwrap the gift because this is a gift.
A gift?
A burrito is a gift.
Charlie's over here like, what do you got? Oh, so you do open it all the way.
Just take a look at this. Take a look at this burrito. All right, so what you do, everybody at home.
Yes.
Okay, so you have the gorgeous burrito, of course. You take it out of the foil.
Oh, you take it out.
You hold it up and thank you for this burrito. And so, and what you do, what I do is I bring it about halfway down.
Okay.
And then I put him back in his blanket because he's chilly.
Oh,
we just took him out. He's a little chilly. We take him back out and you wrap it around. And you got a little handle. You got a little handle for your burrito.
I like
so if someone comes up to you and they're like, hey, give me that burrito, you can quickly pull it. No, this is my burrito.
My burrito.
Yeah, exactly. So this is the gorgeousness that you now have. Okay?
I like it.
I mean, shall we?
I think we should.
Let's do it.
All right.
Cheers. I'm not gonna clink. I'm not gonna clink your burrito.
Cheers.
Delicious.
Excellent burrito.
Yep. Just look at that loveliness. And featuring Charlie. All right, so we both got the same order because it's Pete and he copies everything I do.
I just
It's
like it.
A chicken burrito with Spanish rice, black beans, mild sauce, and cheese, and corn.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
So phenomenal. I highly recommend. I just watched you make a mess.
Don't tell your mother.
Oh my! It's my studio.
Don't tell Matt.
Oh my God.
And I'm so glad you convinced me to go with the, Spanish rice instead of the white rice, because it does have a nice flavor to it.
It does. All right, chips. Should we try the chips?
Oh,
We also got chips and queso.
Crunchability's good.
Plus, I would just like to clarify, we now know that these are our separate queso containers, so double dipping is allowed.
Oh, good.
Okay, yeah.
That's good queso. So,
Phenomenal. All right, should we rate it?
I am going to give Caliritos.
If we're saying it wrong, someone let us know.
I am going to give Caliritos. Wow. I was going to say 8 out of 10, but I really like it. So I'll go 9 out of 10.
I'm also going 9 out of 10.
Oh, wow.
I take my burritos seriously, and this is top of the line. This is top of the line burritos.
Right up there?
Yes.
All right.
9 out of 10. Right up there with Chipotle, in my opinion. That's just me.
All right, so Foodie Friday. And again, if you have a suggestion of any place we should try locally or for those of you that are out of the area, if you have, something nationally that you like a new dish in a national chain or something, let us know.
There's really no rules here.
No.
It needs to include something edible.
That's about it.
I think that's pretty much it.
That's pretty much it.
But yeah, so Cali Ritos on Cove Road. They're also there's one on Union Street.
Downtown New Bedford. Yeah.
But yeah, Cali Ritos, check them out.
I noticed Abby was talking about burrito etiquette in the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she's also jealous. So
Gary said McRib. Is the McRib out right now? Is that a thing? Is it out?
I know it came back like a week or so ago.
Do we do that? We might have to do the McRib.
We've also had people suggest Thai food.
Yes.
And we were reminded, I don't know why we didn't think about this yesterday. There's a Thai place.
Right up the street.
We could walk to it. It's that
We're not
close.
going to because why would you do that?
Yeah. But so we'll see for the McRib, though. I had one once, and I don't think I was impressed.
I think for the sake of the people.
Oh.
We got to do that. I haven't had a McRib in a long time, if ever.
If ever.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
finally today, the makers of Hormel Black Label Bacon announced a limited edition holiday item, bacon scented and printed wrapping paper. So you can wrap your gifts in the pictures of bacon, and it smells like bacon. And to help launch the new item, Hormel tapped Grammy-winning hip-hop star and cookbook author Coolio, who stars in a video series titled Rappin' with Coolio, spelled W-R-A-P-P-I. In a video, the rapper teaches how to wrap gifts using the paper and shares bacon-wrapped recipe inspiration for holiday gatherings. The food company will not sell the wrapping paper, but offer it up for free to a select number of registrants through its website now through November 26th. For every completed entry selected, Hormel Foods will donate $1 to the Salvation Army's Angel Tree program, up to $10,000. So, for those of you that love your bacon, you can check out this bacon-scented wrapping paper.
Abby was talking about not bacon, but scented toilet paper.
Oh, yeah.
But how do you feel about scented wrapping paper? Probably better than toilet paper.
I think so.
Yeah.
So that'll just about do it for us. I don't know if anybody has any big plans for the weekends. We've got that final push going on at Catherine's house. Kat and Josh have a new house, and they've been fixing it up, and Matt and Trish have been helping out.
Yeah, some would say helping too much, but, that's just me. I'm a giver.
I did clean the kitchen cabinets the other day, so I did something.
Yep, and I heard that you're putting the kitchen together with all the plates and the pots and the pans. I don't know.
I did that in her last apartment, so I guess I did okay.
You're the kitchen guy now.
Oh.
That's just you. Just make sure you put the chips in the right place. See, when we go there, Kat, it's been a little frustrating. Not frustrating, but having to go there every weekend to work. Not my ideal way to spend the weekend. But Kat has been great. They've been great hosts. They've had food, every time.
Okay.
They have lunch meat. They have chips and everything. But the chips go in this one specific cabinet. And I said to Kat, hey, just so you know, the chips always have to go here now.
Right.
She was like, what do you mean? I was like, well, I know that the chips are here.
there.
The chips have always been here. So the chips are going here now. I'm sorry, but that's the way it goes. And she was like, no, I don't want them there. And I said, well, you should have thought about that before you put the chips there. But now that's the chip cabinet. So make sure you put the chips in that.
Please identify it for me.
It's the one under the island.
Under the island.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's where the chips go.
Okay.
You'll know it because that's where the chips are now. You'll see the other chips, so just put
leave
the chips there. Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
All right. Didn't Diane say McRib equals McNasty?
She did.
Yeah.
And Gail said, don't do it. I think we all know McRibs are barf face. And Justin also said McRib barf face. See, I think, we can't have good food all the time on Foodie Friday.
Yeah.
I was thinking that, we just gave the burritos a 9 out of 10,
and
we had given Best Teas a 9 out of 10 on the macaroons, 8 out of 10 on the tea. So it's like, if we're just giving high scores all the time, how do you know that we're not just, givers?
And,
we give great scores.
Yeah, and if you've wondered, are they actually going to give a place a bad score? I won't trash the place, but I'll tell you I don't like it.
Yeah. I mean, maybe the McRib will be that time. So I feel like maybe we need to try the McRib.
Tune in Friday.
We'll see.
To find out more.
We'll see, yeah.
Okay. Whatever you're into this weekend, have a great weekend. Safe trip to you, Gail, right? Going to see the fam. So don't forget, we have merch available now. The link is in the description down below. And we'll also have it on, it's also on Facebook.
Make it a great day.
Yeah. Hopefully we started your day off on a good note, because that is our goal here every morning. If you enjoy what we do, please be sure to hit the like button and subscribe so that you don't miss any future shows. We're live weekdays on YouTube, but also available on all of your podcast apps if you missed a show. And don't forget, you can leave us a voicemail with your comments, questions, birthday shout-outs, anniversary shout-outs, 774-473-9910. We leave you with a thought for the day. And our thought today is, there is no sense in punishing your future for the mistakes of your past. Forgive yourself, grow from it, and then let it go. No matter what, make it a great day.
Peace.